League. They play out time. McIntyre with the ball, and the Cowboys have done it. What a win by North Queensland.
Melbourne has no chance.
Full house for Todd Payten.
Andrew, they scored 3 tries in 8 minutes. Their last try was in the 76th by Braden Burns to take the lead. What back-to-back wins now for the Cowboys, a side under enormous pressure after their first 2 rounds, where they were beaten by the Tigers 44-16 at Leichhardt Oval. And Melbourne didn't have a back-to-back loss last year. Not one. Not once did they go back-to-back in their 6 losses last year. Now through 4 rounds, they've had 2 in a row.
Good coaching roller coaster, if I may say. Payten was possibly in a worse position than Seabold after week 2.
You're right.
He now has 2 wins, and he's curling the bow. And the other bloke's out of a job. Cowboys have come back from 6 down at halftime. They've come back from 10 down with 11 to go. It's a great win for North Queensland. Full time, Cowboys getting the result. 28 over Melbourne 24. Body Rugby League, you beautiful thing.
Aussie Rugby League is undefeated. An incredible and wholehearted North Queensland victory in front of a full house in Townsville. Locked up at 24-all with 6 minutes to go. Braden Burns put North Queensland up by 4 in an incredible match winner. That is now back-to-back losses for Melbourne, and coach Todd Payten says, take that. Let's go to Queensland Country Bank Stadium. Scott Drinkwater, congratulations. That is easily the best game of your season so far. Well done.
Oh, most definitely. Against a team that rarely loses 2 in a row. And then to be down by 10, I think it was, about 11 to go. Yeah, we showed some fight here at home. The crowd got behind us, and, I thought Cliffo, he was outstanding tonight. He put us on, he just kept coming towards that game, and it was unbelievable.
Yeah, Drinky, Adam Reynolds here, mate. Congratulations on the performance. Spirited performance tonight. I thought you hung in there and started the game really well. Down 16-10 at the break, what was said at half-time?
Yeah, look, when we got down there, we were scoring tries. We just gave them too many opportunities on our line. We defended 16 plays in a row, and, it's tiring, and especially when you've got a dummy half like Harry, you can hold up your ruck pretty easy. So it was more or less just hold the ball and get down there and don't give them easy, cheap possession in our try line, which we didn't tonight. The try they had to score, was kind of a long line break. So, yeah, our defence that second half, we went after them with about, 8 to go, 7 to go, and that big set there was unbelievable.
Scott, it's Cooper. Terrific finish to that game. In terms of leaders, you, Clifford, did, and what did you talk about to chase down that scoreboard? Because it was 3 tries in 8 minutes. And it was almost like you had the momentum when you scored that first of the 3.
Yeah, it's funny, Coop. You come into the game and you want to, I guess, play high possession footy, and but some more times than not, when we're attacking the game and going after it, which is what we say, everyone's on board and everyone's so dialed into that. I feel like we play a whole different ball game, and our intent into anything we're doing is at 100%, and we believe in it. So it was more or less just go after the game and play our shapes here and there, and don't be afraid of this the situation we're in, and we kind of back ourselves. Nothing to lose there, so it's quite enjoyable at times.
It was enjoyable to watch, and then when you started getting the scoreboard victory and then the siren went, there was a lot of emotion in your celebration and your teams. What kind of victory does that do for you, your coach, the team, and the season?
Oh, it gives so much positivity to the team. 0-2, not the best 2 games. We were outworked from the start, and we played a really good game against Titans, but backing it up was the most important thing, and to show that we were able to back it up, not get ahead of ourselves and dial back in. And as I said, Coops, to beat a team like Storm, who have go back-to-back losses, like, it's quite unheard of. I'm not too sure how many times it happened with you, but it's quite unheard of. So it was a pretty big effort tonight, and that was probably the most special thing about it.
Scott, just before you go, and I know it was a wonderful win for you, but just quickly on the Storm, how's the panic levels as a fullback when Suafa'alongo gets some clear air?
I wasn't too impressed on that kick return when he got through. Let me be honest. I was actually just letting him go on my outside. I was just waiting for him to try and give me a goosey because I wasn't getting my ankles broken.
Well done. Go and enjoy it.
Will do. Thanks, guys.
Scott Drinkwater there, as we say, congratulations as well to Tom Dearden. Tom, that was all heart. There was a lot of intelligence that went into that. Scott was just saying, when you play a different kind of ball game with the attack, the defensive intensity also comes along. So it does become the whole package for you. Is that how it felt?
Yeah, it did. It's just a big momentum swing game at the moment, and thought we really hung in there when it was against us, and we scrambled hard and showed a lot of fight to keep ourselves in that game. And I think having some great attacking players in our team, we were lucky to get away with a win in the end, and I thought it was a great performance. And yeah, I think Drinky's hit the nail on the head. When we're flowing with our attack and we're running with a lot of intent, our defence really backs that up, and I thought we did a great job with that tonight.
Yeah, Tommy, Adam Reynolds here, mate. Talk to us about the combination with yourself, Drinky and Clifford. Seems to be getting better each and every week.
Yeah, it is. I think getting used to the new rules now and how quick the game is. A lot of it's just about pushing with each other and just using our eyes. And I thought Cliffo ran the ball really well today, and and we got off the back of him. And yeah, it's nice that our combination's starting to work really well.
Tommy, it's Cooper. I want to ask about your health and injury, because in the last couple of moments there was that captain's challenge. The ball went up. It looked like you're in a bit of trouble. You all right?
Yeah, I just got hit in the not-so-nice area.
That's what I thought.
Hopefully get in the sheds and make sure it's all okay.
Put some ice on it, mate. You'll need it.
Yeah.
We'll let you go get all healed up. Thanks for talking to us.
No, thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Tom Dearden, what an absolute champion. Not many would take that interview when it's with that sort of injury. Hey, congratulations, Braden Burns. A brilliant double, including the match-winning try. That comeback, take us through the momentum swing.
Yeah, I think we just, a lot of it comes back to how we're training at the moment. We're so stoked with how we're turning up each week, and, you know, we didn't start the year too well. So there's been a lot of focus on training and our connection as a group, and I think that showed out there on the field when it started to get pretty tough.
Braden, it's Cooper. Well done. 3 tries in the space of 8 minutes to beat one of the heavyweights in the competition. What was the excitement like when you scored that last one to tick over the scoreboard to go in front?
Yeah, I was pretty stoked. I just got asked about my try celebration, and you know, Muzz has got all the flashy stuff, and I don't really know what to do yet. So I'm just, yeah, when I put the ball in, I just get up and start screaming. So yeah, pretty stoked.
Yeah, it's your little mate Reno here. Hope you haven't forgotten me, mate. But great performance tonight. Can you talk us through that first try? I know you got a little bit of space there. You seen the fullback in front of you. From my days, mate, you weren't that tough, but you showed some toughness tonight.
Yeah, mate, I've come through my NRL career, and I've always wanted to be a centre, and finally sort of accepted the fact that I'm doing yardage carries now on the wing and trying to get out of yardage. So I had to toughen up a bit, and yeah, I was lucky enough to get over there. You know, the fullback got across and got pretty square on with me, so I didn't really want to go to the sideline. I just thought I'd try and go over him, and yeah, it worked out.
Braden, that's a big win for your club. I know it's only early in the season, but your coach's under a bit of pressure. What has Todd Payten done for you and your career so far? Because it looks like you're playing your best football.
Yeah, mate, he's been huge. You know, I was playing cup and on a part-time contract, and Toddy and the recruitment up here got me up here and gave me a chance, and worked my backside off in pre-season last year, and Toddy put me in round 1 and showed a bit of faith in me. So yeah, I've tried to repay that faith. He's a great coach, and you know, he's backed me. So yeah, it's time to sort of repay that for him.
Well, 2 tries, 170 metres when you're talking about yardage, and 7 tackle busts. That's one hell of a game. Go and enjoy the result.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Braden Burns there, definitely enjoying a new lease on life in Townsville. So congratulations to you, Jake Clifford. Now, we knew that you were on. It was a really clever kick from Drinkwater, and a nice little neat catch and score from you. And it really sort of set the tone for the Cowboys. Even though you got behind on the scoreboard, you were never really out of that contest.
Yeah, thank you. We practiced that a little bit during the week, and I'm just happy we pulled it off tonight.
Yeah, Jake, Adam Reynolds here, mate. Congrats on the win. Looks like you came with a real purpose to run the ball tonight. Was that always a part of the game plan?
Hey, Reno, yeah. I feel like it's a strength for our team if our 1-6-7 are running the football, and, you know, I really just wanted to hone down on that tonight, and, you know, we can create little opportunities with how fast the ruck gets when it gets quick. So, that was one of my main focuses tonight.
Hey, Jay, it's Cooper. I want to give you a huge rap. I think that's one of the better performances I've seen in your career. You were dominant, you ran the football, and there was a couple of moments there you decided to back yourself. That's the new standard for you. What did you take away from your performance?
Yeah, thanks, Coop. You know, this football team, we just talk about backing ourselves, and that's what we just wanted to do tonight. Not leave any stone unturned, and don't leave opportunities out there. And I thought all of us done that really well tonight.
And that was a big performance for yourself and the club, but also your coach. What type of things has Todd done to improve your game to have that impact you did tonight?
Oh, Toddy just kept it simple. You know, we obviously didn't start the way we wanted to at the start of the season, and he just kept it simple, and he just encouraged me to run the footy and tackle well and kick well. It's pretty simple when you put it like that, but when you do it, I guess that's doing your part for the team.
Well, Jay, great to see you back in Cowboys colours and playing so well.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Thanks for having me.
Jake Clifford, as we say, congratulations.
He just gave you a rap. Now you shoved him.
Holy smokes, Todd Payten. Talk to us about the pressure of being an NRL coach. Firstly, congratulations. That was an exceptional win and performance, an all-round performance with and without the ball from the Cowboys.
Yeah, really pleased with our game. You know, the last couple of weeks, you know, heading definitely in the right direction. Showed some great composure, some grit, some fight, and some belief. So, got to give the lads the credit they deserve. You know, throughout the first couple of weeks, no one had dropped their heads. Everyone has still believed, still turned up to work every day, trying to get better, and we've seen the rewards of that in the last couple of weeks.
Hey, Todd, it's Cooper. With that left fend you just put on Cliff, it looks like you've still got it, mate. Pretty impressive. But talk me about the coach's box. With 10 minutes to go, you're down the Melbourne Storm at home, a benchmark team. But, geez, your team put it together. 3 tries in 8 minutes.
Yeah, I think the game at the moment, particularly with the, you know, the ruck infringement shift, it's all about momentum and possession. We know when we get that, we can score in bunches. So, you know, I've got to give our leaders, you know, our game drivers, the credit with the way that they finished the game. You know, spoke to Jake in particular through the week, just wanting him to run the ball more, and you know he did that in spades. Still missed a couple of opportunities, but he's a big body, he's hard to handle, and he's a real threat when we run the ball. And you know, I think Scotty Drinkwater and Tommy did, and you know, are more threatening too when they run the ball. So hopefully that's the spark we need.
That was my next question around Jake Clifford. You've obviously played an instrumental part in him having the career at the Cowboys and playing that game tonight. He gave you a big rap before. Do you feel like he's now going to be the partner for Dearden and moving forward for the next extended period?
Yeah, mate, he's earned it. Like, he's kept his head down. He's worked really hard. It means something to the kid, you know, playing for this club. He's from Tully. He's got a lot of friends and family up this way. See how much work he puts into it each day he comes to work. And, you know, it's showing in the footy. So, you know, he's a confidence-type player. You know, I want him to play to his strengths and not overcomplicate things. You know, kick well, defend well, and run the ball. As simple as that, Cooper. So, continues to do that, makes us a better team.
Yeah, g'day, Toddy. It's Jared here, mate. Congrats on a massive win tonight. Just tell us about some of those middles there with Colin, Taumalolo, and Ruben Cotter in the middle. How much ruck speed they've got to generate for those spine members to have a bit of success.
Yeah, it always helps, Jared. You know, I think Jace's second stint throughout his whole career has been enormous. Tonight was no different. Ruby's just, you know, Ruben keeps us really tight in the middle, you know, defensively. Does a lot of clean-up work, leads the line speed, real tenacious. And Cohen, I think he's played some really good footy since he's come back from his knee reconstruction. You know, last year, you know, was his first season back after that, and then he's gone from strength to strength. He's a pure athlete, a bit of a problem solver for us in the middle, and a great athlete to have. So, yeah, hopefully he continues his form and presses his case to get back in that Origin arena.
Todd, Ruben Cotter said that the speed of the game, just the nature of the set restarts and the 6 agains, it really suits the Cowboys' smaller, more mobile forward pack. Are we seeing that now, the reveal of that, now that your pack's got the conditioning and they've got a better sense for the limited stoppages?
Yeah, it certainly suits us. We've got some key playmakers that can, you know, cash in on the back of that. you know, I wouldn't say we're small through the middle. We've got Lodgy, you know, Jace and Cohen, so they're quite big, but they're mobile, so that helps us. Yeah, and we're still kind of adjusting our game to see where, you know, where the juice is when you get the ruck speed. You know, and, you know, when Jake's running the ball, Tommy Dearden's running the ball, that's where it is, and you know, we've just got to, you know, make sure we're getting that right more often than not.
Todd, that kind of victory can really add impact for the next 4 to 6 weeks. So, as a coach, how do you review that last 10 minutes to make sure they take the pluses out of that Northern learnings?
Yeah, I haven't had too much time to think about that. Yeah, I think there was some pass in that first half also that set us up. You know, and just the will and the fight. I think the biggest part for me was the lock-in set we had with, you know, 3 or 4 minutes to go, made them kick from well inside their 40-metre zone. So we got the ball on the front foot and managed to score, you know, 5 or 6 plays later. So, you know, when you front load and throw your energy in that part of the game, you'll get rewards sooner or later, and that's what we've got to keep diving into.
Todd, a huge crowd at Queensland Country Bank Stadium tonight, and I know that's a bit of an incentive. The fans are going to be allowed to run onto the field as soon as we're sort of finished here. Townsville's a proper rugby league town. It must be great to have all that local support.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's our first Saturday night game. You know, we get big crowds on the Saturday because we've got, you know, 30% of our members will travel for more than an hour, so it's great. There's a lot of people sniffing around the fence looking to get on, so we better get moving. You saw my palm.
We'll let you go. We'll let you go. Congratulations again.
All right, thanks, guys.